6:10 p.m. in Abu Dhabi. It should be 7:40 p.m. in India. Today is 8th of June, 2024. Pranam Chagatika. And today we'll start our evening session. And today's we'll discuss about the questions. Topic of discussion is spiritual practices and issues faced by the seekers. So I will like to make it more interactive so that we get, to address if any one of you having any issues, you can discuss and we'll answer it on live. We'll start with the questions already put into the group by Hanif, right? It is your question, right? Okay.
Guruji, Pranam.
Pranam, Madhu. So we'll go to that one by one and give the understanding and of that. It is fact that all of us, we have our own our own path. We are walking our unique path. So even though some issues may come, naturally for any path, ups and downs are there, potholes are there, or, the road, sometimes a little bit of roadblock or something of that nature. That is for any journey we take anywhere. We cannot, not everything goes as per plan or expected. Sometime we start our journey assuming that we'll reach some destination in so and so time. That is all our concept. But maybe when we get into the road, we get a huge traffic jam, or maybe some accident happens somewhere and road are blocked, maybe for 1 hour, 2 hours. So we get delayed. That is unplanned. But thing is, these are all practical and normal. Not everything is going as per the plan and everything going in an ideal situation. So in ideal world, yes, everything should go as per plan, as per, everybody need to do as per their own thing, as per their own duty. But that's not practical. Human is error, and we have our free will. Forget about error. Even though there is no error, but we have a free will. Somebody takes more time, somebody takes less time. Somebody likes something, somebody dislikes something. These are all normal. That's part of our journey, and we have to move. Only thing is, the role of our guru or guide is to make sure the direction is correct. You are in the right direction. How fast, how thing, it doesn't matter. It will come anyway. All the kind of issues and obstacles, or as I said, sometimes maybe even roadblocks. The guru will remove the block. But the thing is that it is like the duty of the seeker is to keep, following the path, keep walking. That is the main thing to do. What is the progress? How much happened? And, or maybe comparing with somebody else. This doesn't matter. It is, you are walking your unique path. I give an example that in this particular exam, everybody has given their own set of questions. Means none of the question paper will match with somebody else. You have the unique question paper based on your spiritual, spiritual goal, and then what are the things you need to achieve, your experiences that your soul has chosen to experience in this lifetime, all these things, even the karmic, all the karmic, past karmic accounts, prarabdha karmas and all, they come into effect this our journey, and this is normal. It is what it is. There is no good and bad here. So we have to face our own challenges, overcome the challenges, and come to the other side. This particular, even today also somebody was asking, okay, I tried this, but it is not happening to me. Maybe it is not in my destiny. Yeah. So it is actually other way around. like any major obstacle may come into your path. It is not that you are destined not to success in some areas and all. You take it as a challenge and overcome it in this lifetime. Then that challenge will disappear. You have to find your way out. The guides and gurus and spiritual techniques and all, they will only help you as a guidance, as a like a direction of the road. Like you see the direction boards are there. You go there, you follow left side this city, right side that. If you go straight, you will reach some other place. So this kind of thing. But they will not, walk on your behalf. You have to walk on your own. And whatever it comes on the way, you have to face it, overcome it. That is the purpose of all those things. It is not that you facing roadblocks means you are not destined to walk the path. No, that is misunderstanding. These are coming to test our resolve, to test that to overcome, and maybe those are already in the soul's plan to overcome in this lifetime. All of you, know that in my earlier part of my life, I was heavily alcoholic. I was means it is not about enjoying the drink. It is so much that it is affecting every part of my life. Yeah. I used to, even from office, I go out and have some beer in between, come back, and then when coming back, after 4 hours, I sit in the bar and even carry a bottle. And when or home, it was not banned. I used to hide that bottle into the bathroom and even sometimes inside the sink. Yeah, that kind of, I'm saying that kind of serious. In my car, it was there. So if we get chance, so it is not normal. It is this kind of issues is not normal. If that is, and because of that, everything was falling apart. My personal life, professional life, social life, and all the family life, everything was falling apart. In front of our eyes, I cannot do anything. That is the time I could have taken, okay, maybe nothing is there in my, it is not in my destiny. I cannot quit this or thing like that. But that challenge, when it is faced, I find it out. 3 years I went to some Alcoholic Anonymous or this kind of group to see what they can do for this problem. I cannot resist. Slowly, when just facing it and all this kind of thing, then solutions slowly getting revealed to me. Then I started walking the path of spirituality and finally get over it, like it dropped off from my system. Even last 14 years, I haven't touched a single drop of alcohol. And look at the phase earlier and look at this. Yeah, how it is possible. So everything is possible. Nothing is so-called destined. But these are challenges you are supposed to overcome in this lifetime. Just take it that way. In my case, it was severe alcoholism. It can be somebody else. It can be some relationship issues. Somebody's case, it can be monetary issues, and somebody else's, it can be just not accepting anything in the external world. Like we're feeling like I'm in the alien land and why these things are happening to me. Okay. These are all your ideas, and so nothing is called destiny. Nothing comes in our life without our soul approves it. Okay, so there is a reason for it. So we have to find it and then get over it. And there is no shame in asking for help as and when needed. And also at the same time, we have to be persistent. It is not like some बच्ची का गुड़िया की 2-3 दिन खेल लिया फिर फेंक दिया. It's not like that. You have to be persistent. It's not working. Still, you have to move on and still keep on attempting, and it will definitely click. And the thing is, the beauty is, I can, from the same experience, I can share when it happens. No? Then miracle happens in your life. Everything was lifted like this. Okay. Earlier, it was been tried so hard, but nothing, results have nothing given. And then when it happens, it's like, magical. You yourself get surprised how this has happened. When it is a divine time and based on your approach, your attitude, and persistency. Okay, those are all important. In fact, just to share with you, when that happened, that alcoholism get dropped off from my system. No, I don't even feel like in front of me somebody can even drink, maybe in a party, but I don't even feel like, I can take some other, a cold drinks or something, but I don't feel like having it. Looking at that background, it looks like I'll be tempted and I should be avoiding this kind of thing. Nothing like that. Because this is internal, that is permanent. It cannot trigger with some kind of minor provocations here and there. Yeah. So in these cases, whatever you are facing, just you have to keep, attempting with clear intention of your mind, and things will happen for sure. Okay. How and what, as I said, everybody's question paper is different, not necessarily same time, same thing type of thing happen. But one thing I should say here, if you learn the lesson, if you have a truly, genuinely, like aspire for it, जो बोलते हैं लगन में अगन होना चाहिए. If you have that in you, definitely it will happen. You have to keep attempting without any kind of, alibis. This happened, that happened, or I was doing it, then I fall sick, I leave it, or that happened, but my home and nobody support me, so I dropped it, and all these are all excuses. If you like to have it, you can have it. Some people say, when I don't get time to do it, okay. So, but if you get some party invitation, so somebody else is calling for a cocktail party, you will have all the time to go there, attend that. There is no time crunch, or maybe somebody called you, just go for a movie night and going out from within time, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours come like this. Yeah. But when it talks about the spiritual practices or meditation, then lot of thing comes. I'm not getting time. There is morning this problem, afternoon this problem, evening this problem, night that problem. Problem is not there. Problem is you're not giving it a priority. If you give it in a priority, everything will happen, and it will definitely click. So as I said, that if you persistently do that, that magic will definitely happen. I can guarantee you that one. Okay. Now let me go into a little bit of subtle science behind it. What we are talking here. See, all we are talking, now I'm talking about the higher level of understanding of all those things. We are living in a three-dimensional world, like a material world. It's all mass energy. This is a denser form of the energy, densest, you can say, where you can have the physical form, like Einstein has given, E is equal to mc square and all those things. So all we are dealing in our life is a physical form of everything. Physical form of body, physical form of house, physical form of food, and physical form of money, physical form of relationships, all are physical form, right? But if you know that what is in the physical, in this universe, the manifested physical part is only 0.0000, after 0.5 zeros, then 1. That many percentage of the total space available is matter. That means 99.999999% is space. So what we are talking here, whatever problem or whatever issues you face in the physical level, the solutions are not there. It is a minor percentage of that. If you go into the subtler level, the energy level, or which is that space, no space is empty. It is just form of some kind of energy or vibration. If you go into that level, then it is much easier to manifest something into the physical level. But in the lower side, if you try, it will not happen. When you get the key, that key is in all spiritual dimension and other higher dimensions. It's because all this get manifested from higher dimension, there are only reflections you see in the physical body. Yeah. Earlier, I was discussing about that I asked my Guruji that I was trying for so hard to get out of this alcoholism thing. And when it happened, I don't feel like how this, magic happened, And now I don't feel like, means something internally that happened. So then Guruji has given me one example, one analogy that I'm just wanted to share with you. He said that originally, suppose, the guava, in, I think Hindi you call it amrut, in Bengal you call it piara. Okay. That fruit, in our, childhood days and all, we used to visit somebody's, garden or maybe orchard and all those things. And they have this tree, that guava tree. So we see small, so many guava has come in the tree. We used to climb up and we have to try to push. And the climbing of that was little easier because it's a very, like a smooth kind of surface of those kind of tree and the branches. It is very easy to climb those kind of things. So we used to climb and try to pull, or even if not climbing, at least if you can reach there or somebody else maybe lift it up a little bit, we used to hold that amrut and try to pull it. This kind of thing, what happened was even the tree branches get bent, but that fruit doesn't come into our hand, not easily. And I can remember we tried a lot of techniques. We tried to twist that, that again and again so that we can be easier to pull it, pluck it from the tree, and with a lot of difficulty, put some nail into it and damage this thing. And finally, maybe sometimes it comes out. Yeah. Same example that Guruji was telling earlier, whatever things we are facing in our life, wo kacha hai, it is not ripe. Like that, the guava, it is green guava, not ripe. So it is very difficult to remove it, pluck it from the tree. Same fruit. When it becomes ripe, it drops off on its own. You need not to put any force whatsoever. It gets ripe, got yellow, and then one day it drops off from that on the ground and you can pick it up and eat it. You need not to give any kind of force, any kind of pushing, any kind of all these techniques, you try to get it detached from the tree, because that is not ripe. This will not happen. But at the divine time, when it drops off, very easily go and eat it. It's a very good, delicious, that fruit. This is the kind of thing happens with us. And whatever you are facing, it only needs to go into a certain level where it drops off. In my case, I have given the alcoholism issue. It is true for any other things. Only you have to allow it to ripe it. Then time it will get dropped and then it will be permanent. It is that time Guruji also telling, if that happens, if the fruit drops off, it is irreversible process. Earlier, you put a lot of force to detach it from the tree. By double force, it takes back the tree. The fruit goes back to the tree. But here, without any force, you just get it. It dropped off. And this process is irreversible. Earlier process, a lot of struggle. So that means that we need to make it a ripe and then it will drop off on its own, whatever be issue in our lives. And the technique of dropping off, it is not there in that 0.0000001% material world. It is there in those, 99.99999% that area. Okay. So this particular thing will be in the energetic level. So what we need to do, many people ask me, Guruji, how to ripe the fruit? Tell me the technique, how to the fruit. Okay. First of all, you cannot fast forward it. Like a tree in the fruit, you cannot make it fast forward. So you can use a little bit of technique or whatever it is, but it is not good. It is not natural. Best way is to do it natural. So make it ripe. What you need to do in this case, I'm given the practical tips. You have to raise your vibration. The fruit will get faster. It will ripe and it will fall down faster. It will get detached from the faster, and that will solve it permanently. So what you can do is that fruit stuff, you have to just make sure you get nurturing the tree, it gets sunlight, and also the fruit comes out well. There is the tree itself get nutrition, and then one day it will drop off. Okay. And if the tree itself is not good, it is seeking that fruit may not be ripe anytime. It may be dried or something, and you will not get the fruit anytime. So that is the technique. You have to go for the higher level of vibration. All spiritual practices meant to be that, meant to be that, and that dimension, the space. Yeah, there are many techniques. All the spiritual masters, they know it. From higher dimension, it can be manifested, but only condition is your physical body should be conducive to receive that kind of amount of energy. Most of the time, what happens is that all those kind of higher dimension, not in the material world, from that, the 99.99999% stuff, they do sing, but you are not being able to receive it. And that's why it got delayed. And here also, what I just mentioned about the vibration, that comes into the play, and these things, because of that, the manifestation get delayed. Let me give another common example I give normally when talking about this. Suppose you are cooking a vegetable curry. So you cut the vegetable, put the pan onto the oven or the whatever stove, say gas burner, and you put oil or do some sabji, prepare it, salt and turmeric, whatever it is, and then you put it into onto the pan. On the pan you put that things there. So you're waiting that maybe moving them here and there with a spatula or something. No cooking is happening for half an hour. Okay. So why it is not happening? All ingredients are correct. You give all these things. There is no such thing. The ingredients are bad, but it is not happening. The primary reason is the pan is not heated enough. Heat is missing. Maybe you forget to switch on the gas, something like that. So if you heat it up, then cooking will be faster. If it is a very low heat, it may take 2 hours to cook. But if the heat is proper, like relatively high, then cooking will be very fast. Maybe within next 10 minutes, your curry will be ready, because it is receiving proper food and all those things. So what does that mean? Means is whether the ingredients and oil those are bad? No. Curry is not happening because the pan was not heated enough. Same thing with the human body. To have something in the physical manifestation, your physical body need to vibrate at a certain level. Otherwise, things will not get, implemented and not get manifested. That's why anytime to initiate anyone in Kriya Diksha or teach Kriya and all, before that, I teach how to do the 108 stomach breathing. That is not the Kriya, but that will help you to build up, raise your vibration, what you need to get the effect of that. It's like a warm-up before a football match. Okay. Warm-up is not the match, but it will help you in the match to get a good score, good performance, and things like that. Same here. So if you are facing any issue, you just see whether your preparations are correct. You are having that kind of thing. Higher vibration. If you go to the higher vibration, most of the obstacles like health issues, mental issues, like negative thoughts, too many negative thoughts coming and all those kind of things, will get automatically solved. Like the fruit dropped, that kind of thing. You may have to struggle with, I'm not been able to get the fruit out of the tree. Yes, true. Just leave it for the time being. Work on that. The vibration, it will drop off. It will go permanently. No need to go for the struggle route. You have to only have a patience, Shraddha and Saburi. You have to have that, do your practice, and it will definitely happen. The magic will happen. And we finally, the enlightenment, as we call it, Guru Kripa definitely happen. We need to just make ourselves worthy of receiving the grace. Just like I put the pan, it is not that whatever ingredients, vegetables are not good. They're all good. The, blessings, the masters and all, they're sending all the blessings, guidance and all, but you have to have a minimum capacity to receive it energetically. I'm not saying you are, hiding from learning. I'm not saying that, but you just need to work on that so that it is heated enough and it will happen on its own time. Cooking will be finished by 10 minutes, like equivalent this time it will happen in our lives. Okay. All right. So now it is a background I have given, so that now it will go by the question. Exact questions have been asked. First question, when we look at something, how we just look without leveling it vocally or mentally. Okay, this is the question. It directly relates to being in a Sakshiva, witness consciousness. Witness consciousness need to be developed. We practice our, breath awareness and thought chitta upasana, anapansati. All this are then finally the gap awareness, and then expanded awareness. So all these need to be practiced from the detached point of view. Detached means you are not inside the incidents or what is happening in your life. You are an observer. Means in this case, our soul always witnessing what is going on in our life. It is not interfering. We have a free will. So it is not interfering, but it is witnessing each and everything. If we follow that soul strategy, then it will be much, much easier. We need not to bring all to the thing like leveling and other things into it. Because if we get detached, then it is happening, but we are not taking anything. We are not leveling it because we don't feel that anything need to be leveled. Okay, let me put it in other words. Basically, we don't have to take ownership of that what is happening. The moment you say it is mine, then you take the ownership, and that me things comes into the play, and that me gives the level. Okay. If there is a me has been silenced, then there is a true witnessing. There is no interference. It's just witness with that what is happening. That need to be practiced. I'm sure that need to be practiced. Even witnessing the thoughts, many, almost 90% of the seekers, they're stuck there. They cannot witness their thoughts. As simple as that. They cannot witness their thoughts. Because a thought is me. How can I see me being me and all that? Completely, like a completely choked case. And what is happening is, it is from us. We are so much programmed that thoughts are me. Like I think there was some saying also. I think, therefore I am. Yes, you think, therefore you are lower one. Like the ego one, okay? If you stop thinking, or if you not stop thinking, at least you stop attaching and identifying yourself with thoughts, you will go to the higher level. You go to your higher self, who is actually witnessing all the time. So you become elevated to that level. So you can control the thought, you can stop the thought, if unnecessary thought, at like, switching on and off your, light, or you want to switch off a light, it is your wish. Switch on, light comes. You don't want, switch off, light goes. But thoughts are not like that. Even if you want it, don't want it, it keeps coming. And you are identifying, this is me. And then it takes you, and thoughts are the instrument, or your ego mind. So ego controls you this way. You don't have any capacity to switch it off when you don't need it. Even unnecessary thought comes. 60,000 thoughts in awake state comes for any human being, awake state. But if you have the control, then you choose what thought to take, what not to take. That starting point of that choosing the thought, even switching off the thought, no thought zone, starts with witnessing the thought. We are so programmed that thinking the thoughts are me, so how I can, separate myself from me, okay? For that, I face this. As I said, maybe 90% of people, they do face it. They're stuck. Many of them are stuck there. Yeah. The key is that first you have to reprogram yourself. You cannot do this by your existing, thought process or existing lifestyle or way of living. You have to have the paradigm shift. For do that, you need to convince yourself it is possible to see the thought. If you keep saying it is impossible, impossible, it's not, how can it be done? It will never happen. Because you don't try to take the chance of being something different, but currently you are not. But if you deny it is not possible, no road will come up, nothing will show up to you. Yeah. So for the thought thing, what I did was, whenever something happens, I used to level it first. I cannot get rid of the level. The question is about why, leveling and all those things. I cannot get rid of the level. But what I did was, suppose, suppose I'm walking on the street and I fall down. Yeah? I got hurt in my knee. Yeah? So my goodness, I've fallen down and I'm feeling pain and I change this narrative in my mind that, okay, Rajdeep has fallen down. Rajdeep is feeling pain. Rajdeep should be careful not to get hurt and things like that. Suppose I missed a flight. I'm saying fighting with this thing, and it is terrible. It is a very important thing. I have to travel. I missed the flight because of traffic jam. So maybe it's completely upset, and what will happen, how it can go, and all. There is a very important thing to attend. Maybe you have to attend maybe some ceremony, somebody's marriage. I missed the flight. Yeah. So if that case, I have to be the truth. That time I cannot say no. I'm spiritual. I cannot feel bad. I cannot be sad, and I cannot be. No, don't give that like make-up stories, artificial saintism. Okay, accept the truth. That time, what I used to do, I said, yes, Rajdeep missed the flight. Rajdeep is upset. Rajdeep is very sad. Those are all truth. Only thing, what I did was, instead of me, I am sad, I am down, I am terrible, and what will happen to me, and that was very important to me. I just changed it to just in my name. Rajdeep happened. So if I practice it, all these things over the period of time, that becomes my way of looking at life. Anything happens, it is between Rajdeep and the external event. I give an example of I think Guru Nanak's story. So he was lying in a bench and just apne jagat mein, in a park, maybe some place, one dog came and bite him. Yeah. And then everybody, see, dog bite, and let us take you to, doctor, or, give whatever you need, treatment and all these things. So he's simply says, wo chamdi jane aur kutta jane. You see the detachment. He even doesn't claim the body is being his own. Even a dog has, bite. Forget about, blaming the dog and put some, stone around, throwing at the dog and etc. He said, okay, so that kind of thing. Yeah, it is of course in a very high level, but in normal level, if you start disconnecting yourself, what is happening means it is not happening to you. You are just experiencing this. If you just change that mode, that things are happening to me, people are blaming me, and I'm I did, but nobody gave me return, and they said bad words to me, and I'm not getting my food I like. I'm not allowed to go wherever me, all these things. Yeah, just convert it into that. I'm just experiencing different things. Yeah? Like it didn't go as per plan. Okay, fine. Who takes the guarantee that everything in life will follow as per my plan? Who am I? Why everything need to follow me? Okay. If you go to that mode, then it will be very, very easy to deal with it. So what difference it makes from it is happening to me and it is happening to Rajdeep? Because I create a layer. I get detached from my lower self. I create a level whether I can witness. I'm a witnesser, not the actually facing all these difficulties. So this way, when the layer is developed, then the next step is the level itself will stop. Means we'll practice it, not to level it, not to be inside the content of it. I'm just witnessing. And exactly that is the thing we practice in the third step, Chitta Upasana, with aloof attention. Aloof attention, the word, this is a fantastic word. It has been given by Dada Gavan. And Dada Gavan to, of course, Guruji Prem Nirmalji, and then we are using it. But this is what it is, aloof attention. Means you are giving attention. You are not closing your eyes, say, I don't want to see. No, don't run away. Just you face it. Give the attention, but aloof. Aloof means the content of that is not affecting you. Like the flight miss case, yeah. We're not running away saying that, oh, no, I cannot feel bad. I'm spiritual. I cannot. No, accept the fact. Yes, there is a sadness. Yeah, there is a frustration involved. But only thing is that is my lower self is facing at the moment. That's it. I'm just witnessing, and everything, comes and goes. So it will also go. It's okay. Something else will come. The life will go on. So this kind of mode. So that is so. I think I have explained it in detail. That's what it is. That look at something. Can we just look without leveling and vocally or mentally? Yes, you can do it once you are well settled into witness consciousness, Shakshi Bhav. That we need to practice and develop. Then it will happen automatically. Number two, while I'm meditating these days, I feel the energy very well, but I'm getting lost very frequently. Okay, so this is the part of the process. These things are happening because you have unknowingly or knowingly, you have imagined some kind of benchmark, some kind of this thing will happen. Okay. When this is not happening, and you are saying you're missing something, you are getting deviated and things like that. Yeah? All these are mind projections. Okay. All these things are your mind game. So I give, to come out of this, I have a very simple technique. I used it. That's what I'm recommending it. Yeah. Very practical technique. This practical, this technique is whatever happens, yeah, accept that this is the divine experience and this is supposed to happen. Don't put any other standard, imaginary standard into it. I'm meditating for 3 days, all I see black, nothing I don't see anything. It's okay. You take that black is your spiritual experience, that phase you are supposed to go through. That's it. Don't say why I'm not saying anything. So who has given you that every day you have to have some kind of soap opera or TV show? It is not spirituality. Whatever naturally comes, accept that. Even nothing is happening is also an experience that you are supposed to go through. In my, let me share on this my own experience. That time, like quite advanced stage, I was having fantastic experiences, like past lives and all those, many things. Great masters are coming and they are blessing me, and it's fantastic experiences, meditational experiences. Then it is, I'm talking in 2010, at that time, some great experiences, all these things, very revealing, lot of, downloading knowledge, Brahmagyan and all. So then suddenly it stopped coming. Okay, just complete blank. Then, okay, I said, okay, fine, maybe I'm not doing it right. Try another day, 2 days, 3 days. No, nothing. Complete blank. Because earlier I experienced a lot of things, a lot of understanding, a lot of things, a lot of blessings from the master, a lot of deities came and, all these kind of things, past life things, stories came and very wonderful. But Then stop. What's wrong? Then I said, no, we should keep on doing, because, what I just said, that whatever you can come accept as the spiritual experience, then for 1 week, 2 weeks continuously, then I got little, maybe there is something wrong in my sadhana, but still I continued. I said, okay, maybe it is a patience, test of my patience. I will continue. 1 month has gone. Then 1 month, then 1 week more, then 1.5 months gone. No experience, absolutely black. Then I was praying to Babaji, what went wrong? Maybe I have, done something seriously wrong. Otherwise, it is not possible that 45 days, nothing. My routine has not changed. I'm daily doing 2 hours, doing in the morning and 2 hours in the evening. I sit down, Kriya and meditation, and nothing is happening. So then I got, that time the communication with Babaji not started. That started much later. All of those of you that you have read my spiritual journey, you know that it came much, much later. It came December 2013. I'm talking 2010 case. I prayed to Babaji. Some voice came. I think it is Babaji, but some divine voice came. That voice is telling me, you fool, that is the state you wanted to achieve. So means when you achieve that final state, there is nothingness there. I started with the discussion of that 99.999999% is empty space. Yeah. So forget about the, experiences and contents. When you reach to that highest level, there is nothing there but vibrating silence. It's called a vibrating silence, very potential vibrating silence. You reach to the core. It is like some master says, like a peeling of onion to find out where is inside. When you last one goes, there is nothing there inside onion. All the layers are peeled off. But that nothingness has a high amount of energy, and that is the potential field for manifestation. But there is no content. Thought and all is that we dropped much lower state. When you go to very high state, even experience stop happening. That is a very high level of spiritual state. No content, only energy, pure space. And you are there. You are then almost merged with the Creator. Okay, anyway, what I'm basically trying to say is that if something is not going your experience as per planned, it doesn't mean that there is something wrong in it. That's what I have given my example. Okay, maybe that is a phase you are supposed to go through. That's why I'm saying take it, accept it as your spiritual truth. Let it be. That's all fine, all good. When you keep on, following that path, things will ultimately happen. Surely that will happen. Yeah. The next point is that even while watching thoughts, I'm getting lost. Yeah, this is the lost business. Is all about you are thinking of getting lost. Yeah? It is not lost. You just follow. Okay, you lost in the forest, you go where it takes you. Okay, follow. Here you need to bring little bit of, I'm just giving again a practical tips. Here you need to give it is not to be, you should not be a demanding position all the time. I'm not getting this, I'm not getting that, I'm not doing it, I'm supposed to get this, I'm not getting it. Don't come to that mode. Come out of that mode. What is that mode? It is a spirit of adventure. Don't take it as an obstacle and then you are not getting something. That is not the right mode for a sadhana. You should be open for all possibilities, even for nothingness. Whatever it comes, you accept and move on. Yeah, and that will take you to that higher, realm, higher phase, and then you can take it up from there. Yeah. So this is what when you while watching thoughts, I'm getting lost. So if you are lost, take that as an adventure spirit. And see where you are lost. That may, reveal to going somewhere that where you are supposed to go energetically. So maybe it will lead you to your own Hriday Guha. You will find Babaji there. Okay, you never know. But what you are saying, that if you don't take that chance in the beginning of that path, if you keep on saying that, why I'm coming here, and why maybe I'm lost and I'm going somewhere and all those kind of things, that may actually not allow you to get that particular experience, whatever you're supposed to get. So my advice is, even though you feel lost, explore the lostness, okay? Without, in absence of any better word, explore that lostness and see where it takes you. Even at lost, let it be. It's fine. In fact, in this universe, there is nothing called lost. Yeah? Everything has a purpose. Everything has a reason. Only difference is we don't know the reason yet. That's why we feel it lost. I have given my example of 45 days of blank. To me, it is blank. To me, nothing is happening for so many days, so many weeks. But there is a purpose to it. End of it, finally, at the end of the journey, I'll come to know about that. And that actually fulfills my, the whole spiritual journey. So take that whenever it comes. After that, whether I see something or don't see something, it really doesn't matter. I know I'm tuned in. Whatever is happening with me, I don't claim it's to be mine. It's all good, all fine. If something not so pleasant happens, then I just take it myself. Okay, Babaji wants to experience this thing through me. I don't claim it. It's my problem. If I claim it, it will happen for sure. It will be a problem. But the moment, neti, you just, discarding your ownership, and you come to the place where you are fully rooted into the witness consciousness. And that is the approach we all should take to lead experience anything, including the spiritual. That's what I've given. The last few examples I'm giving only the meditational experience. I'm not giving any practical things. This is also there. You have to come to that space where the things are there and the energetical things are there, and those space, there is no content there. Even, as I said, your experience also stop happening in the higher state. It is not about your witnessing and external things. Even the internal thing will stop happening. Then you to reach to that innermost state, the core, and the oneness happens there. Okay. All right. What is the next question? For last many months, I'm feeling that I'm having the issue of memory loss and forgetting things very quickly. Okay, the two things here. Yeah. Memory is needed. You see what are their practical work, you need to use your memory. I'm not saying the memory is not needed. So, but it is also fact that we don't get, when on our spiritual journey, when our vibration goes up, then external thing loses its importance. Whatever used to earlier, because we compare ourselves what used to do earlier. Maybe I can remember last 2 years events, and now you don't remember, so you think there's something wrong with me. It is not wrong. You are growing. Okay. Whatever is unnecessary, that getting dropped off from your system. That's what is happening. Accept the new things. All it is doing is it wants to bring it to the present moment. Your attention to the present moment, not lost in the memory or in the past, or grudging or not grudging, worrying about the future. That is our habitual pattern. It doesn't matter. But of course, if it is gone to a certain level that it affecting your job, affecting these things, you're forgetting where you kept your purse, you're forgetting your, where you kept your car key. Yes, that's a practical issue that you may need to have some kind of consultation of that one. If it is not in that level, you don't, earlier used to remember so many things and now you don't remember something. And basically it says that you are connecting to the higher level, and then you are into that level. You don't need to remember all those things. Here also, I don't know how much time is left, but anyway, I will continue into the second half of the session. I'll post a link and I'll continue there. So we are just discussing about that your wait question for last few months, number 4. So we'll continue with number 4 into the next half of the session. Okay, I will just going out from this link now. I'll post another link into the group. Please, all of you, join back there. Okay, Om Mangalam. All right, I think most of us has joined back. Okay, so let us continue our discussion. We are at the number 4 now of the questions. We're talking about the memory loss, this process. Just understand this, that when we are rooted in the now moment, we don't depend upon our memory, and we get direct connection, and all the messages and things come from our higher self. And it is quite common to lose that kind of memory, or what is stored into somewhere into the memory. I told you many times in this group, when initially you joined, and I read your names. Read means I call Pranam, so and so name, all the members. And sometimes when I'm connected, I miss that. Yeah. So if the name is not written, then I will most likely I miss that. Because that time I'm connected. So that time sometimes I say that don't, if you don't, your name is don't mention, don't feel bad, because it is not that I don't know you. It is only that moment that my memory, it is not coming from my memory. I'm just connected, And to be precise, is as for even today, when Monali and Ashit they joined. No, initially I missed it. I just didn't click in my memory. Then later on I asked, isn't it? Yeah, Monali, Ashit, right? Yeah. So it is normal.
Yes,
What I'm saying is, yeah, it is no disrespect. Yeah, but it is only thing is sometimes when you are connected, you miss that some part of your memory because memory is not dominating that. Yeah. Whatever I'm saying, now it is coming from directly from the channel thing. Whatever I explained to you, it's not coming from my memory. I needed to spend time and struggle to get the memory and things like that. Now we are, I think, crossed more than 200 sessions, and most of them having question answer session. Have any one of you, have you seen any time that I have said, okay, I have to check my book, or I have to check my note, or I have to check these things, I'll come back to you later. Not even a single question it happened. So how it is possible? How it is possible that so many hours, minimum the 200 hours or much more, 250 hours of the talk given, from where it is coming? Okay. It's not possible to give some, coming from some memory without any break, without any these things, without any even gap between question and answer that I will think about it and I'll give it back to you. It never happened. Okay. So this is the kind of thing. So we are into the connection. Only thing before starting, I pray to Babaji, whatever, you need to know, let it come through me. That's all. That is the only thing I need to do. So, and the rest of the thing flows through me. Okay. And during that flow, it possible, just sometime of my practical things, like, whatever in my memory and all, it may be bypassing it. This is a symptom of connectedness. It is not a memory loss. It is actually the gaining the connection, not losing the memory. Okay, in that particular period of time, you are rooted into the now moment. And that's how this is quite possible that you have it. But as I said, I'm not saying that it is not possible to have some clinical memory loss. That is a different issue. I'm sure that is not happening with you. Yeah. So for that, if that happens, I can channel healing for that. But I don't see those are the issues here. I have seen that other members also mentioned sometime that we are also facing the same issue. Okay, make sure it doesn't interfere into your work and into your day-to-day life. But when you are meditating, where you are sitting for a meditation, it is very common. Don't bother. If you are not able to memorize something, it is not an issue. And it is actually better that that mind is not wandering between your grudging something happened in the past or worrying about the future. It's a good sign. Okay. Next point is, and finally, number 5, finally, how can we practice no leveling life? I think I already explained that. Sakshibhav is the key. So not only your whatever externally happening, you can use the Sakshibhav in everywhere. I'm now giving what is there in Sakshibhav? Means witnessing. Witness karne mein kya hoga? Now let me answer that very, from the truth. I'm just sharing the truth. The truth is, when you witnessing something, when you are observing without getting into it, without getting into the content of it, you are directly linked to your consciousness. The power of consciousness comes through you by witnessing. That is the time you have all the power to face this, whatever be the things are happening. And I was earlier explaining about even, the alcoholism issues and other things. Yeah. And one of the things my Guruji was telling me, whatever is happening to you, yeah, like witness that, like witness means focus on that, and that if you are to feel like drinking, you drink. But just before that, watch that, whatever you are drinking, and then you drink. It looks, honestly saying, this advice initially looked very foolish to me. I'm thinking, I'm struggling my whole life. My job is supposed to get fired with this lot of complaints against me. I'm about to get divorced, and all, we don't have any other things. People, lot of enemy I developed, all those things. So many problems in my life. Just looking at it and then thinking, oh, what difference it will make? But later on, okay, I was doing that. I was practicing that. I'm talking very early stage when I just started that spiritual practices that time. Not post Guru Kripa, not post enlightenment. I'm talking very early stage. I was just struggling and trying to figure out what it is. This witnessing, what you are doing, so whatever you like to get dissolved, and now take it, just I'm giving you the final understanding and the teaching. Whatever you need to dissolve in your life, you have to just witness it, watch it. It will get dissolved with the power of consciousness. So in my case, in the drinking, if I just look at it, simple, looking at it and drinking, I'm not reducing the drink, I'm not manipulating, not to go near the bar and nothing. Just watching and drinking. That, in fact, what was happening is taking all the energy out of that, whatever is supposed to do inside my body. Same thing for any other kind of addiction, because many are facing different types of addictions. But the key is this. Key is that just in the power of witness, you reverse the effect. Even I'm just mentioning, even those who observe, the sannyasis who observe brahmacharya, yeah, how they deal with the desires and urges, it is also this. They just simply witness, the power of witnessing, it dissolves. Okay. Anyway, I leave it there. But it is about giving focus, giving attention. Is you are linking the power of, witness consciousness. You are bringing through that your attention, aloof attention, but attention is there. That attention brings the power of consciousness into it, and that dissolves. And dissolves whatever be the issue, and or transmute it. If it is something which is negative in nature, we're talking leveling in life, something negative you are witnessing, it has got a power to transmute the negative thing, fear or any other kind of thing, anger, into pure love. Just the power of consciousness can transform it, transmute any kind of negativity into pure love. And that makes all that, spiritual enlightenment, whatever it is, because all areas, because of this, you are giving this attention, and the power of consciousness transform things, not transform, transmute things. Transform means like one to another, like sadness become anger. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking transmuting, completely rebirth, into the loving energy. And that is the witnessing. And through that witness consciousness, power of our consciousness comes, and then it changes the life, changes what we need in our lives. With this, I'll conclude this learning session. Now, if you have any question or any comment, you're welcome to do it now. Okay, Kavita.
Pranam, sir. Thank you.
Pranam.
इतना अच्छा समझाने। तो हम लोग विटनेस तो करते हैं, जो भी चीज जैसे कोई घटना घटती है, उस चीज को वापस रिकॉल तो करते ही हैं, तो फिर वो प्रॉब्लम फिर रिजॉल्व क्यों नहीं होती?
हाँ, दैट मीन्स योर वो जो मैंने इनिशियल एक बात किया ना वाइब्रेशन का, कुकिंग बहुत लंबा टाइम लग रहा है. So in this case, you need to physical body, you need to vibrate higher. तब जाके होगा. The difference between a normal person and the master is they are vibrating very high level. So their manifestation much faster. But if it is a lower vibration and if it is a negative, then it takes very long time. Just we have to observe our thought pattern. If our thought pattern is mostly worrying and negative thoughts, then it takes very long time. So what we need to do, we have to create our base, no? Sadhan, the body, physical body, they vibrate higher so that these negative things, they don't stay. So all the power of consciousness can come and actually do its job. It is like going to a sea, sea with a container. Lower vibration means you have less and less container, small and small. And higher vibration, bigger container, maybe bucket, and maybe there is a big thing, and maybe water tank, big tank. You are going there, in that much amount you can collect. So it has nothing to do with the sea, which is the source, in this case consciousness. Your container makes how much you will get. So the advice is that you raise your vibration so that you get more and more capacity, then things will sort it out much faster and on its own. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, God bless you.
Guruji, Pranam.
Okay. Pranam, yes, Hariom.
Guruji, want little bit more light on this fact. Suppose I have an addiction of overeating or for eating sugar products.
Yeah.
Now, when I am looking at a particular cake or a pastry, what that witnessing is I am taking, cutting and eating. So how does it get reduced?
Okay. So again, you are talking about that 0.00001% matter thing, and 99.99999% you are ignoring. Yeah. That power is coming from there. Okay, let me give one another example. Nim Karoli Baba.
Correct.
Okay. We see his ashram. We didn't visit when we went to Babaji's cave, right? Nim Karoli Baba, lot of people used to come with, even the foreigners. And somebody came, they said, we have a drug addiction. We cannot, stay with it. That's a hippie time, hippie culture that time, they visited.
Correct.
So can you, we cannot get out of it. So can you help to do that? So he said that, where is those things, whatever, drug thing. So you bring it here. Those of you, all of you have the same ashram, this ashram. He said, you bring it in front of me. So maybe somebody have something, some pill or some, whatever, some other type of drug. So they brought it and put it in front of him. Yeah. He took all of them, maybe 20 people, they put their drugs onto the table. Yeah. He just look at it and eat everything together. People got scared. He said, you will die. Those drug overdose will die. And he was then talking, nothing happened. After that also, he talked about few hours, no symptom of anything. Forget about, dying, not even dozing off. From where that power came, which take the poison out of the drugs. That is the power of consciousness. Basically, that power of consciousness, it can burn the thing of those kind of negative, transmuting the negative, what I was explaining, in converted into the good thing, which body can absorb. Yes, if you look at the cake and think with a lust, it will be very good and I will enjoy that and all those kind of things, then what you are not bringing the power of consciousness, you are bringing the power of your senses into it. Then it will never go. But still, you can enjoy that with this, putting the power. It is difficult to logically understand this. Yeah, that's why I explained. I also having same duvidha. What Guruji is advising me, मेरा जिंदगी निकल गया इसके पीछे, कुछ क्या नहीं किया, कौन सा डॉक्टर साइकियाट्रिस्ट कुछ बहुत कुछ किया बट कुछ भी नहीं हुआ and देखने से चला जाएगा, but it did. Okay, that's what I given Neem Karoli Baba's example also. Okay, it did. Okay, you try that, but only thing you have to be honest into that approach. Okay, so means if you say, okay, why should I miss some good things in life, and then it will never go from here, because that is background, that is your self-talk. We are the co-creator of our reality. So if there is, we cannot cheat, so-called, to the universe. If मन में इच्छा है तो वो इच्छा को खत्म करो पहले. That is the kind of thing, and exactly that is the reason Babaji has created a palace for Lahari Masha, so that his desire that goes, once he get it, it goes there. The palace, the place where we meditated, that hall. Same place, Babaji constructed a golden palace for him when he visited. Anyway, so one thing is, if there is a craving, desire, let it go. Means artificially stopping it, or maybe willpower. Willpower is, in this particular case, in the case of addiction, is the biggest, our weak point. We have to, will doesn't have the capacity to change this. Only the power of consciousness can change that. So willpower jitna kam laga utna acha hai, because willpower is the formula to, it will come back double, triple some other time. 2-4 दिन तो बहुत मुश्किल से एकदम कर लिया, कंट्रोल कर लिया, फिर जिस दिन फूटा वो तो गया काम से. So it is not a matter of, it happened to everybody, they tried different method. And another fallacy what I faced during the addiction state, सब कुछ पढ़ा, सब कुछ पता है, सब कुछ पढ़ा कि कैसे कैसे होता है, but we think that we are the exception. Okay, ठीक है, वो बोल रहे हैं तो, लेकिन I'm exception, मेरा केस में यह नहीं होगा. And they spend some more time into it, but finally जो है वो तो it goes into the spiritual thing. But to answer your question, that don't fool yourself with all those things. Okay, just nothing wrong in trying, just watch it with the full, and no negative thing, no judgment, just watch and then eat it, whatever you like to eat, and you will see the change slowly. Slowly your urge to get it will reduce. But if you stop forcefully, urge will be more. जैसे मौका मिलेगा ना, जैसे कोई नहीं, घर में कोई नहीं, अभी तो मुंह में डाल लेते, this type of thing, because it is अंतःकरण शुद्धि नहीं हुआ, internally didn't change, that's why those kind of thing will happen. किसको छुपा रहे हैं, किसको फूल बना रहे हैं, basically we are doing fool ourselves. Okay, all right,
Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. I'm personally not been able to focus between the gap between the gap awareness. Though I'm trying, but I'm not able to get into that gap.
Yeah,
I'm using the technique.
Yeah, you continue with that movement of head technique.
Yes, that I'm trying now, Guruji. But I need your grace for
this is a skill. Grace will not do anything. Okay, it is a skill you need to develop. So these tips you try to follow that. Okay, this one, and then it will happen. Why not? It will definitely happen. So, but practice more, of this, and it will definitely happen. Later on, initially it will take little effort. So, and finally, normally I also say the fake it to make it. You just accept that, okay, मैंने निकल गया उससे.
Okay.
Don't be in a doubt कि मैं बाहर हूँ, मैं क्यों नहीं हो रहा है. That thought need to go. होना है, अपने आप ही होगा. Maybe हो चुका है.
You get a lot of frustration.
Yeah.
नहीं हो रहा.
Maybe हो चुका है that you don't know and you don't accept, like my 45 days of blankness. Maybe this is you fully will achieve the highest state. So maybe you already passed through the gap, but you don't convince that you did. This convincing matter, the mental part has to drop. Things will happen on its own.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay. God bless you. Yes, Vikas, go ahead.
mentioned about
Your voice is not clear. Still low, but yeah. Okay, go on.
just mentioned about nothingness.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask what is the oneness and nothingness?
Say it again. Again, your voice is breaking. What with nothingness?
What is the difference between nothingness and oneness?
Okay, yeah. All right. So you can say the nothingness is the step before you experience oneness. Okay. Nothingness, you are just entering into that room, and then oneness is the meeting that person. Something like that. Okay. Without that background, that experience is not possible. Means if you don't enter into that room, you will not meet that person. So it is the entry point of nothingness which leads us to the oneness, experience of oneness.
Okay, right.
Okay, so this is the primary step before you go for the final one experiencing of oneness.
Right. So intellectually, intellectually I have understood, but what you call that experiencing, that probably that will take a long time.
We never know. You don't know. It will take its divine time. Okay. You don't know when the penny drops. Okay.
Yeah.
Long is your idea. Okay. It can happen any moment.
Okay.
You know, King Janak, he's a, Aishwaryavan Muktatma. King Janak, like Sita's father. Yeah? He was enlightened and king as well. So finally he was looking for that answer, and finally somebody asked him that how much time it takes to get enlightened. He said the time it takes to hold a horse and get into on his back, that much time it takes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means it is up to you how much time it will take to get into that horse. Okay. If you're running behind the horse, then it will take a long time. If you hold it, put your leg in the proper place, then put the proper posture to get onto the ride the horse, it will be maybe a few seconds. Yeah. Anyway, so the time is in that dimension, there is no time. So it is immaterial about talking about time here. It is all about your experience. And let me put it into the another way of doing this. Like to see, say, suppose you wanted to see the sunrise. Okay. Then first you have to see the empty sky. Then only sun will arise there.
Yes. Okay.
So whenever you go for looking at sunrise, so first you go there and see there is empty, nothing there. Slowly light starts happening and then sun rises. But if you don't look at the sky, you will never see the sunrise. Okay, and sun will not appear without you looking at the sky. So sky here in this analogy I'm giving of nothingness. Without experiencing the nothingness, the oneness you will never experience. Means without looking at the sky, you can never experience sunrise.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, same here. But the sky is a vast thing, and oneness is the one bright spot which you are interested in. Okay, later on what will happen is that you merge into that. Means no sky, nothing. You merge together. It doesn't matter. You are the sun who is emitting the light. You become the light. Okay, that is the experience of oneness. But becoming that light cannot happen if you don't experience nothingness. Means you are still stuck with your thoughts, emotions, and materialistic things, even your spiritual experiences. Those are having content. Those are not clear sky. Okay, so this kind of thing, experience-wise, but you will get the experience when you know it. And as you said, logically, it is difficult to understand. Okay, I'll give some other example to just make that point. To glow the light, you have to come through the darkness. Otherwise, you cannot glow. Like if it is some dark, then switch on the light, then light comes, right? So you have to pass on through the darkness to get the light. Otherwise, there is no meaning of light.
Yeah.
Okay, that is one way. Another way of understanding is the enlightenment is a process of all your external self, known self has to die first. Then only the immortality will come out. Immortality means that eternal light, love and light will open up. Unless until your lower self dies in all respect, the higher faculty will not open up. So that is why it is the process called by dying you become immortal. Means all whatever know. Okay. So of course, in the physical body, you have to literally die. But what happens during the death? Yeah. If you detach from all of these things willingly, that becomes your equivalent of death. Your, whatever your possessions, your property, your bank balance, your relationships, your designation, your other relations, whatever, you have to run away from it. But all these things will be taken away at the time of death, right? In the instant. If you willingly offer that, when detached from it, means none of them can affect you, then that will become literal death. So in the living body, right, you experience death, then you become enlightened.
Oh.
Means you have to go beyond the finite thing to become infinite.
Infinite, yes.
But that need to be dropped. That need to be silenced. That need to be zero. So to reach to the infinite, you have to go through zero. Okay. Anyway, I have given few, some of the analogies to make the thing understood. But it is not to be understood, it is to be experienced.
Experienced, yes.
Okay.
Thank you, RPA. Thank you.
God bless you. All right. Hanif, you raised your hand earlier, so you had any other question?
Yes, I had one question that right when we sit for meditation and when we feel some vibration there, it can be felt, means. So while doing some work like office work, or sometimes it happens that same kind of frequency is felt. So it can happen, or it's just some hallucination kind of thing?
See, all the spiritual masters, they experience that meditational experience 24/7 without actually meditating, without actually closing the eyes. By doing any other things, that experience can happen. Suppose cooking, somebody is cooking. If you cook with full attention, the power of consciousness comes, and you are actually, whatever you are doing a form of meditation. Whatever your acts are, if you bring the power of consciousness, it becomes your meditation, means equivalent to meditation. Meditation in that case is not something you need to do a particular time or particular, sit down and all those kind of things. You can do it during anything. Let me go a little bit one level higher. There is something called say, X factor in people, like excellence category. Some of them are good, better, best, but some of them are extraordinarily successful into their field. Okay, maybe some they are actor or singer, or maybe something else. Earlier, I originally used to do the mountaineering and trekking in my college days. I have seen the climbers, mountaineers also. They are, some of them, the way they climb, they just look like they're writing a poetry on the wall of the rock. They are X factor, that excellence category. This excellence doesn't come from that skill we learn here. That comes from the connection. That comes from the connection, and they are so completely devoted, engrossed into whatever they're doing. They are basically, I say it, they are passionate about it. The passion is a flow of love, the power of love comes into it. And that brings into that category. Means doing that, even a singing can be meditation, acting can be meditation, even walking, and I just give an example, rock climbing can also be meditation. By this way, by full concentration, and full attention rather, not concentration. Concentration is a mind game. That is what it is. Okay, so in that case, in the office and all, you just feel something, you feel connected, why not? It's quite possible. Yeah. But only thing is, you need to learn how to not interfering in each other. It should not be as an interference. It should be in the background. Then it will happen. Like, suppose I'm saying something and the background meditation is going on. Okay, so that is called meditative awareness state. So all the masters, they're 24/7 in the meditative awareness state. So that's why they don't need to meditate separately. Okay. Many people ask me how long you meditate. You say that 2 hours, 3 hours. Now you do 8 hours meditation. I said, no, I don't meditate even for a minute maybe. But at the same time, all the time I'm meditating. Okay. All right.
Follow-up question is there.
Yeah.
And
go on. Then Nirupam, I'll come to you. Yeah, go on.
And can that type of experiences, which is observed or felt during non-meditation time, can it cause something in body, like after that experience you start feeling fever? You have fever-like thing. You get
no, not really.
It's not like that.
No. Nothing to do with that fever. Because if it may be for some other reason, not because of this.
Okay, Guru. Thank you.
Just accept that as long as we have a physical body, it will have some disease. Yeah, illness is a part of the game. Jara, Bradhi, Mrityu. The three things what Gautam Buddha, when Siddhartha left his house, the three things has to happen. Means in different degree, different time, but these are not something bad. It is just the characteristics of our human body and the characteristics and the qualities of our human existence. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes, Nirupam, go ahead.
This nothingness or emptiness, is it devoid of the bliss? Means I feel that bliss is always there, even in that nothingness.
Yeah, means experientially there is no content. But yes, pure loving field and the bliss. Yeah. That is absolutely. You feel the bliss, but there is no content. That's why I was mentioning it is it is also called vibrating silence. Like silence, but not dumb silence, not absence of a sound. It is highly energetic state, but silent. Very subtle, very potent, but it is not like externally manifested. Okay, let me give one example to make you understand. Yeah, this atom. Okay, in this form, it is silent. No, it is doing its job. But when that energy is released, that becomes atom bomb. Okay. So what you need to do from external expression, you have to go to the internal potential of it. It's a highly potent energy there. Not expressing it, not showing it. The moment you show the energy, that is gone, because it is like a bomb. It just released it. It cannot hold it any longer. So what we are learning is we have enough energy play. We have seen our external world and all those things. We just learn how to contain it. Then we can reach to the core, reach to the creator. Creator is all about the potential energy, not expressed energy or busted energy. So we are backtracking into going into the source, just going into that, bring all the energy into potent form, silent and these things, and then you become a high, loving. Primordial, there are two energies, love and light. Okay, we become light and we operate from pure love. When you do that, we become equivalent to the creator. That's why we are co-creator, co-creating our own reality. Co-creator with the original creator, the one. Okay, but to answer your question, yes, that we feel the bliss, which is that the connection with the oneness, there will be no content, but pure bliss is felt. You can also say it's the ocean of love you are feeling. And in the process, you become the light. So you are emanating the light. That is your swabhav, your own true self. You become the light. Yeah. You are not a mirror that you're reflecting somebody else's light. You are the source. You become part of the source. And that is the oneness experience.
Can you say we merged with the flow?
Mm-hmm.
Can we say that we merged with the flow of that loving wave of the light?
Yeah. It is like merger means you become a sea. You're no longer a river.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Ganesh, go ahead.
Namaskar, Guruji.
Namaskar.
I just need a kind of advice or clarity on this question or my understanding. So our objective is to be in a now moment, right? That's what we are practicing. That's what I am understanding. In the working life, or in the working life, where you have to forecast, you have to plan, where you need to see further. So that time you have to think ahead or think backward. What happened? What need to be planned? Just need your advice or kind of a suggestion, like how to look at this. See,
So my advice is, see, our external life, whatever our duty and whatever you need to do, it operates through external physical, world principles.
Right.
And in the spiritual domain, our sadhana is dominates governed by the spiritual principles. Don't mix it up.
Okay.
But if you got spiritually, aware, it will help you to get that. Your whatever job you are doing. Suppose I'm just giving for an example. You become so aware, you fully connected to your soul, and you are connected to your Karan Deha, that fifth body, causal body, where all the information are stored.
Right.
So if you have direct connection, every moment, there is no time and space. So just momentarily get connected. So you develop that. So I'm just giving for some example. All of us, we have minimum 700 of human lives already. Before that, animal and plant and mineral and thing like that. So whatever professional life you are facing right now, maybe characters are different, instrument is different. Like laptop, that earlier life there is no laptop. Okay, maybe some life there is no electricity and there is no car or thing like that is possible. But the situation, we are all human beings. Mostly our issues are nothing to do with the instrument or laptop or mobile or something like that. There are, but that can be sorted out. most of the issues we are facing about the human thing. Why you need experience or wisdom? Because that will give you the clue of the solution to the existing issues you are facing in office.
Right.
Suppose you have to convince one client, very tough client. Okay. You need a skill. You need a wisdom how to crack that nut. You cannot, abuse your client. No?
Right.
What do you think of yourself? But you cannot say that. So you need to find a way out to convince that and get your business out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, in this situation, a tough client, you have to sell something. Maybe in your 700 lifetimes, maybe some 50 lifetimes, some point, lifetime is not a 1 second, no? It is quite a time period. A lot of people came, a lot of experience you have. Maybe some of the lifetime you had your similar position. Maybe you are selling vegetables. I don't know, just giving something. Or maybe a fish, whatever. Some life, you are selling fish. But that skill, what you had that time, it is still within you. Means in your fifth body.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
So if you are spiritually connected and aware, instantly you will bring that 50 lifetimes, those slots of experiences right now.
Right.
So you become basically, you are an advisor of 50 people are giving you the advice what to do in this case. So you are one-man industry you become.
Right.
That changes the decisions what you take, that makes the difference. You only will do it. You have to say it. No, your past life character will come and, take your body to do all this thing. You have to take the decision, you have to implement it. Yeah.
Right.
But the thing is, because of that, you will have all these things, all the solution at your fingertips. And that makes the change in your professional life. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Guruji.
Okay. All right. God bless you. Fine. I think we'll start our Kriya and meditation. I don't think much time left, but see, whatever time we have, we'll do the rest of the period. But tomorrow anyway, we are having our full Kriya and meditation.